Hello, hello. First of all, let me know how the audio balancing is. First time streaming in a while, and first time doing it with this mic, so things might be a little off, but yeah, no, the ending 2 thing is, I haven't had too much trouble with it yet, but I've also been using Raidian every time, who gives me like a bunch of extra candles to explore the Boski, which makes it way more reasonable. It feels like, and legitimately, like, that's kind of, like, I'm really enjoying Raidian. Raidian is one of my units of the year, honestly, but it does feel like they went a little hard with making her, like, basically mandatory. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not experienced enough with mics to know how to fix air noise all that much. But I'll look into that between streams, maybe. Game could be louder. Okay, I'm gonna wait to make any adjustments on that front until I'm gonna wait to make too many adjustments on that end, just until like I'm in a level and we've like experienced Leitza spamming her S1, and then we'll see if it's because I feel like that might make it a little bit louder than it is right now. But yeah, no, like that's the thing. Like I love Raidian, and I would be using her all the time in my IS6 runs, but the fact that it feels like she's basically a must pick means that I am going to be doing that forever. And it feels like even your favorite kits can eventually get stale, and I really don't want Raidian to get stale for me, and I feel like bringing her every time I go and do IS6 might make that happen. Yeah, no, she is honestly, like, okay, I'm gonna start, like, okay, let's start off by talking about Radiant. So you can see I don't have her fully built yet. I'm very close to her last potential, but I've been working through the different tasks for her masteries. I don't have her mod yet. I mean, she's not even level 60 yet, so of course I don't have it, but I haven't done the challenge for that either. But they have finished off 2025 with 2 banger units, in my opinion. I think one of the things that we don't get very often in Arknights are like this, like both her. Let's go operators. Both her and Leitza, legitimate M9 units where all 3 skills have like really cool uses. And I really like that you can have a unit and you can approach a stage and like actually have a question of like, okay, which skill do I bring? Because like I feel like for a lot of times when you go into a stage, you'll be thinking like, okay, what does this stage require? Okay, what unit should I bring? But with like Leitza and Radian, it feels like the question isn't whether or not they'll be useful, but which skill you'll do to make them the most useful. And I really, really like that. And I mean, I think that's, especially with IS6 coming out now, that's really, like, it really shines in IS, where you can't just like, oh, I won't use Leitza, I'll just use this other operator that I have in my roster, because you don't just have infinite other operators to take. So like Leitza having her S1, amazing skill, so much fun. And then her S2 and S3 having like really clear differentiations in terms of when they're the optimal skill to use, I think is really great. Honestly, I'm probably going to get her to M9. My hope, my current plan is to use the free M3 ticket that we get in next month's IS like reward track to get her to M9. I still have to finish her mod, but man, mod blocks are such a struggle. I know everyone's said this a million times, but and I'm currently saving some because the Primal Caster mods are coming up, and I made a 40-minute video on how great Blaze is, so I'd be a total hypocrite if I don't build Blaze's mod. And also, of course, I need to build the terrible man's terrible mod, my terrible boy and his terrible mod, which will make him have a little bit more attack, I guess, and that'll probably be the main use, but it'll be something. So I need mod blocks for those. I'm also working on other like 5-star bids, because I mean, obviously the last one did really well, but I just love talking about 5 stars anyway. And I want to make sure that I'm investing in any 5 stars that I want to talk about, including with like mods and stuff. So, but yeah, Leitza will eventually get her stage 3 mod. But her and Raidian, and then Raidian, all 3 of her skills, like a whole bunch of just like defenders that you can place. I really like how all 3 of her, I'm a little behind on chat. I will catch up, I will try. But I really like how all 3 of her skills are differentiated based on like replacing various units of different classes. I really like how like skill 1 gives you defenders, skill 2 gives you guards, skill 3 gives you casters. And I think that's a really cool like way to approach designing a summoner. And it's like, now that we have this, it's like, why haven't all summoners been like this? This makes so much sense. This is so great. And I guess Ling has a bit of that. Note my totally big-brained Ling masteries. I might be the only person on the planet with Ling S2, M3, and no masteries on skill 3, but here I am. But yeah, Raidian, phenomenally designed unit. A little too good in IS6, arguably. I'm enjoying it for now. I really don't want her to get stale. I hope she doesn't get stale, but we'll see. But I'm going to catch up on... yeah, they made her too good. Yeah, I feel like... yeah, BC Cat, or B-Cat, I absolutely agree with you on Tin Man. I feel like Tin Man was such a good balance for it, because he was always useful, but it was never, like, a mandatory thing. Like, I could take him to make the cost of everything and like my capacity for holding on to thoughts and stuff way easier, or I could plan around it in a different way. It was a good choice, but it was still a choice. Yeah, more RNG ending counters. Yeah, no, exactly. You're right, RW. That ending 2 is so far. I haven't done ending 3 yet, but so far ending 2 is my favorite ending, and it's kind of like I've been doing it as to get the M2s for all of her skills, but it really feels like it's just going to be the default ending that I always go for. It's just like I love that in IS4 they were like, oh, it'd be so funny if we gave the ending 4 bosses the Londinium defense artillery. Wouldn't that be funny? And then 2 years later, or I guess a year and a half, because that was an expansion boss, but they bring us IS6 and are like, wouldn't it be funny if the Londinium defense artillery was the boss? And I really like that. I think it was so funny, and it turns into a really engaging stage, and I really like it. Yeah, Leitza mod 3 might not be totally necessary, but it also feels kind of silly for me to sit at like when I get her to M9 to not also have her mod maxed. So I feel like I'll probably do it just because it feels like silly not to. Honestly, maybe I give her level 92 just because like I plan on using her a ton and have been using her a ton, so like that makes some sense to me. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, Ethan, I think you're right. I hope I pronounced that right, by the way. I think you're right in making more skills viable. I think a lot of 6 stars do have 2 skills, but they have like, it feels like a lot of those cases, I feel like less so for Tragodia, but I feel like you'll have like their DPS skill and their like utility skill, or like their DPS skill, their main skill, and then like a niche skill. Like Viviana, I talked about my guide for her, really has legitimately 2 very good skills. Skill 2, you could kind of, because skill 3 currently is so overkill for a lot of stuff, you could make the argument that skill 2 is kind of her main skill a lot of the time, but it is definitely like, if I was talking to a new player to just build one skill for Viviana, I would say skill 3. And I feel like there's a lot of like, a lot of times the sort of recommendations, 75% of the time you'll want one and 25% you'll want the other. Whereas it feels like with Raidian and Leitza, legitimately a lot of the time it's like an even split in terms of the utility. Maybe a little less, like Leitza's skill 3 is probably used a little bit less than skill 1 and skill 2, and Radiant skill 1 is probably used a little bit less than skill 2 and 3, but like it's still pretty close. But I really like this because so often, even in cases where a 6-star does have 2 very good skills, their skill 1 will usually just be like kind of a sleeper. Like Viviana's skill 1 is a kind of a joke. Like I have used, like, as the person who always brings Viviana everywhere and into extremely hard content, I have used it once. It was a good use, but it was once. And that's the case for a lot of 6-stars, where the skill 1 is just kind of eh. But I really like the space that Tragodia does have a legitimate skill 1. It's pretty good for a 6-star skill 1, but like good for a 6-star skill 1 isn't saying that much. And like his skill 2 and skill 3 are just so good that like even when you do have the attack speed to make this an infinite bind, like just use these anyway. I'm still catching up. Yeah, the Blazeall hate is still like I feel like at this point I've done a 40-minute video, I've said my piece, but it's man, she is a really fun unit. So, like meta aside, she's just really fun, and it's always like this. I do love talking about optimization and about sort of like the high-end gameplay and stuff like that. But this is a game, and we are here to have fun, and man, is Blaze fun. Like, she is such a fun thing. Hey, hello, Nora. Good to see you. Yeah, BC Cat, or BCat. I keep saying BC Cat. BCat. I hope I'm doing that right. Yeah, no, exactly. Her having several niches according to your need is like phenomenal. Especially like there's a whole squad built around using her as your starter, and that is such a smart way to design a starter, is to have like multiple things. Like with random, like you don't know the floor 1 and floor 2 vouchers you're gonna get, so it really helps having a unit that can fill whatever holes you don't get filled by the whatever vouchers you get. And also it's like, what was I gonna say? It's also really handy for like making her good beyond just like that first moment of starting, and to like once you have the rest of your squad built around, you can like, okay, now I can like slot in. So it's really great for her. And it also, I feel like, makes the squad you take a lot more, like, it works especially well given the whole like hanging on to the vouchers mechanic. Like, you can kind of greed more vouchers to hold on to for the lower hope cost for the candle holders, because, well, you don't really need a defender right away because she can kind of cover that, or you don't need a guard, or you don't need a caster right away because she can kind of cover that. And it makes that like risk and reward a lot more manageable. But I guess we'll talk about that more as we get into actually playing it. Oh man, yeah, the Londinium Defense Artillery is... It's such a funny mechanic. I have a love-hate relationship with it because, like, very few of the units in my niche can actually survive it. So I haven't actually... Like, I've gone back and played a lot of, like, Chapter 11 and 12 stages with my niche and stuff like that, but I have not done too much of Chapter 10 because most of my units have less than 3,000 HP, and I don't have enough units to redeploy in times, so it makes things a little bit trickier, but I do love it. I think it's such a funny mechanic. Yeah, Viviana's EN VA is one of the best in the game. Obviously, I'm biased. She's my favorite character, but it is so good. Her German voiceover is also done by the same actor, I'll say. So, highly recommend checking it out. It's really good. Yeah, and the S1 AFK, Ethan, you're right, and the S2 directly powered by S3. Though I will say, you gave the Irene example. Irene S2, incredibly fun with her second mod. She is, no joke, my absolute favorite lane holder. It has been since this mod came out. It is so spammable and so fun. Highly recommend checking it out. Yeah, no, absolutely RW. Leitza S3 is like the used less often, but it is an important thing to have all the same. And I'm counting the days down until we get the free M3. I'm kind of running out of skill books, which is why I didn't just do it on my own before that ticket, but I need to get that to M3. I do not have very many M9 units, by the way. I have currently 2, I think, in both Viviana and then Lessing, because Lessing is a unit where all 3 of his skills have legitimate use cases. They're just mostly if you're decided to use him anyway and are not like you must build Lessing. I might make a video about him at some point because I think he's just a weird unit to build, but I think he's pretty cool. But yeah, his M9 was a little bit more practical than Viviana's, I will say. Also, hi, Emosha. Nice to see you. Yeah, I do have some masteries in Raidian. Not a ton. I'm still very much learning IS6, I will say I have been mostly doing it with kind of more meta ops rather than like niching it and doing my like weird favorite units and weird 5-stars and stuff. Mostly because I don't want to just like I want to be able to go through entire runs and like learn stages and learn like where enemies show up and when and like what to expect in each stage, rather than just like eating shit on floor 1 and not getting to do any of that. So doing a little bit more of that, but we'll slowly, as I kind of figure out the mode more, probably transfer into doing more silly ones. Yeah, you absolutely have to use the vouchers reduced cost. It's the vouchers, but I really like the reduced cost mechanic because it's a really fun risk reward, and I feel like that's such a great thing that they've done in IS in general that they kind of lost in IS5. Like IS5 was no risk, all reward for the most part, minus like if you took the Talons, but like why was anyone taking Talons after the expansions? Because but here it's like, can I get through this floor? Can I get to the next the next opportunity for the reduced cost, or do I need this unit now? And I think that's a really cool thing to like have to think through, and it makes like the outside of, because I think that's one of the really cool things that they do in a lot of ISs, and I think that was my favorite thing about like why IS4 was my favorite previously, is that the stuff you did outside of the actual levels can still be really engaging. And you actually have like things to learn there and things to like decisions to make that really impact how your run goes. And I think that's really cool. I know not everyone agrees on that, and I think a lot of the people who really liked IS5 probably would disagree with me. But I really like that aspect in IS6, and I'm still kind of like, obviously I'm not fully through. I've only done 2 of the 3 endings. I'm not at D15 yet. But so far so good, I will say. Let's see. Well, let's see what else. Also, sorry if I miss any chats, by the way. It's been a minute since I've streamed, so I'm still getting used to this. And I can yap. I can just kind of go off. You'll like, there'll be like a 10-word comment that I will spend 5 minutes talking about, and then lose track of all the other ones. So I'm sorry about that. Sarya, another great M9. You're right. Mine is at a kind of embarrassing M8 that I've been meaning to fix for a long time. Sarya is actually one of my like OG favorite units. I really, really like Sarya as a character and her design and everything. And I really need to finish this. Ray is another great... Ray is such a fun unit. Like, I will say her S3, I think, is like if we're talking again about like the divide of usage between skills, her skill 3 is like 90% of use cases. But the other 2 are just really fun. And if you're not going to make them useful, making them fun is a great second choice. So I like huge respect to that. I really need to get her mod too, but again, I've been short on mod blocks. I really like the Tong Bao. I think the Tong Bao is a really fun mechanic. It feels like yeah, even the IS3 dice roll, but actually not horrendous. That is exactly it. I think I like that you have less direct control over it than you did like the thoughts in IS5 or the full dartles in IS4. I like that there's a little bit more strategy to it, a little bit more like you have to think about which you're taking and how you're building your little deck of them. And ultimately, if you are doing a lot of like the combats in the Boski, you'll probably be able to refresh them. You'll probably have enough like coupons to refresh them a fair bit before your final fight, or at least I have for the most part. So it is still forgiving in terms of like you won't get like totally screwed over by just not being able to get your good Tong Bao for the last fight. But so far so good. Not at D15 yet. Yeah, I will say it's definitely been. I haven't failed that many runs yet, but I have been challenged. It's not just been like steamrolling everything, though. I have been using mostly like sort of meta operators and stuff, which I don't usually do at lower difficulties, just because I kind of want to get through and like experience the levels and sort of start to learn the process and stuff. But yeah, I know. I like the gambling, like getting rid of your life points and then getting them back is like another really fun risk reward thing that I've really been enjoying. Yeah, no, honestly, Moshe, you're right. There are so many relics that I wish were added to previous versions of IS. The Summoner's relics are a really good option, really good example of it, but they're like, every time I go through a new one, I'm like, man, I wish I had this to mess around in like IS4 or IS3 or stuff like that. And I kind of wish when they revamped IS2 that they actually gave us new relics for that beyond like the challenge ones. I think that would have been really fun. And it really would have shaken it up, and maybe then I actually would have pushed D18, but I haven't really messed with that because it's kind of just like mostly more of the same. But I personally prefer Sarya's skin that I have. I've actually seen the opposite. I've mostly seen people really like her Mansfield Break one. I don't actually have it. I think it's cool. I did quite enjoy her role in Mansfield Break. And I really like all the Ryan events. But I personally prefer her not dressed as like a cop. And I think I really like this design. And I really like I've really liked her design for like Lone Trail and stuff, and I really hope they like do another skin for her, or maybe an altar or something. Though I think Ifrit should get an altar first, but you know. Yeah, getting the plus 80 attack speed on like the first floor is such a bummer, because it's like that's gonna be nothing by the end. And I think I am mostly caught up. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna keep yapping, but about my impressions of this. But I'm gonna do it over. I haven't done this part yet. I've been so focused in on like upgrading Raidian that I haven't even done the like monthly squad. So I'm gonna do this. It should be a little bit easier than doing it like D7. And hopefully should let me kind of keep yapping with y'all as we go through it. But apologies in advance if I just like immediately eat shit and die because I'm focusing on chat. Or alternatively, apologies if I focus too much on the game and don't talk to y'all. But I will try my best to balance that. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've streamed, so we'll see how it goes. Oh my gosh! Sorry. This is such a funny relic. I got this. Let me see what were the relics that I got were. Oh hey animal. Yeah, I know. It's the struggle to build Radiant. You gotta. They were not joking around. That's actually another question before I start playing this. How do y'all like the Radiant like building system and like not using her with regular mats, but using like all these different challenges? Because I personally really like it, but I'm curious what other people think. I know some people who don't like IS6 have been not big fans of it, and I totally get that. But on my front, I really like it. Let me find. Sorry, I took a screenshot on my phone of which the relics that I got that time. Okay, my previous run in IS6 got this training lightning rod for 0.4 SP per second, stacking up to 5 times. I got Dreaming Essence, which is another 0.5 SP per second. And I got Stalwart Aid Link Up for every supporter on the field, increases SP rate of auto recovery skills by 0.2 per second, 0.2 SP per second. And I had 2 supporters. So all in all, that was 5, so it's 2.9, an extra 2.9 SP per second. I wanted to, after I got the last one, I was like, well, now I have to get Telopsis. And now I have to get more supporters, but unfortunately the vouchers didn't really work that way. But yeah, 3.9 SP per second was what I was sitting at. But let's see. Saving on mats. Yeah, no, agreed. I have been using so many mats recently that I really appreciated I really appreciate getting to not use the mats on Radiant, because I would have built her anyway. Nice change. Yeah, you gotta do it for Radiant. Yeah, exactly. Like BCAT, I agree. I like that it's pushing people to try things that they might not otherwise do. I actually specifically really like that the challenges are for different endings, different difficulties, and different squads. I really like that it's encouraging people to like really try the range of options that are available in this mode. And I think it's a really great way to do it. It feels like they should have been doing this from the beginning, and if they did this from the beginning, I feel a lot more of people would have like clicked with IS in earlier ones, and I really hope it comes back. Also, like, again, I don't think it's that bad of a grind. Like, yeah, I agree with you, RW, in that the complaints about the grind are overblown. Like, for one, levels will just come with time anyway, because there's weekly challenges for it. So even if you're not playing IS, or even when you're not playing IS, you'll still get levels for her, which is nice. But also, like, I'm, like, what are we, 3-4 days into IS6, and I already have it's a decent number of, like, masteries. She's already E2. Admittedly, I am more of, like, a try-hard player, so like, maybe your mileage may vary, but I feel like it is at the very least something to work towards, which I think is nice. I like having goals and rewards in the game, especially because, like, if you're completing runs, if you are pretty good at IS, you'll be completing runs and you'll be finishing the reward track, like, very quickly. So I feel like this is a good way to continue to incentivize playing it. Belted Rose, I think that's fair. I think it's probably a good idea to not have it locked behind D15. Me, a sicko, think it would have I do think it would have been funny, but, like, I think it is a fair choice to know. It's like, I like that it's more of a challenge than, like, mod missions, which are always a joke. But I think they still could have made it more difficult and been meaner if they really wanted to. So I think it's a fair balance. I also like that it's not time limited. I really like, I think that's an important, like, it doesn't have the instant gratification of, like, oh, you have her and she's instantly built. But I do like that even newer players, or players who can't necessarily get to the highest difficulty challenges for her, can still do it at their own pace. I think that's a really valuable thing. And I think that's something that a lot of, like, gacha and live service games don't do. So I think that's a really cool aspect to it too. Not any good at IS, and your Raidian is E2 level 74 MK. No, exactly. And I think that's a good perspective to have, because, like, again, I'm kind of a try-hard player. My experiences and my being like, oh, it's not that bad, might not be a perfect example for how it goes for everyone else. Yeah, the squad with the maxed out Radiant is legitimately really good, and it's fun to, like, I don't have all the proficiencies and stuff for her yet, so it's fun to be able to, like, actually, you still get that instant gratification of, like, at least you get to mess around with her right off the bat. So that's, I like that is done. Oh yeah. Oh no, and actual level 1 players. Oh, you're right, because if you use sanity at all, like, because of the weekly challenges, she will get levels. That is so nuts. It's not even limited to IS6. Damn. I mean, I guess they shouldn't be balancing things specifically around people playing it easier at level 1. That's kind of a, like, sicko mindset, but, like, still. You've been playing since February, and all ISs were rough at the start. Yeah, no, I played I started playing when IS3 was out, and yeah, it was a fun way to, like, start to learn things, but I was, like, just hitting a wall. I was really struggling with the boss on that one. ending 1 being the hardest. Legitimately, it might be. I feel like I just haven't hacked it yet. I feel like there has to be like a better approach for it, and I just haven't found it yet. But I do also think that I've kind of felt like IS4 and IS5's first endings, the bosses for them were kind of mostly nothing. Like, the damage requirement that you had to deal with on IS4 ending 1 at D15 isn't totally negligible, but like for the most part, if you can get to it, you can beat it, and certainly same for IS5. So I like that there is a challenge to it. We'll see how I don't know if this was like the best way to do that challenge, but I gotta play it more to figure it out. The exploding langs is really rough though, yeah. Oh, you still need to accept the EXP from the weekly chat tasks. True. Okay, that's good. At least there's that. Yeah. So okay. So I'm actually finally going to start. 40 minutes in, we're starting a round. Can I start with the Radian squad here? No, I can't. Damn. I was really hoping. I do also quite like these. These also feel really, really good, having that many units to start with. Or that many units costing that much less hope. And I do like that it makes the 5 stars just totally free. And as someone who enjoys 5 stars, like that's a really nice thing to have. It also makes saving the vouchers so cheap. Yeah, stall with Tragodia, blitz E down, or leak when he's on half of the map. I need to find a way to like make baseline take this. I think is it arts damage, the explosions? Because baseline might be the play then, but I do also like that the ending 1 has so much RNG in terms of like what enemies show up. I think that's really funny. I like that there's multiple iterations of it beyond just like the alt version. I think that's really funny. I'm gonna do this one so I can get free 5 stars. Ooh, I know who I'm picking off the start. I'm actually gonna bring Leitza. Yeah, let's take a free Mia. Okay, arts damage. Maybe baseline's the play. I feel like it's gonna outpace what he can tank, even for him. But see that. Is there a wish fulfilled on floor 1? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's so weird. Also, again, don't judge me too hard if I just like die immediately. It has been a minute. It has been a minute since, it's been a minute since I've streamed, and I am very much still learning this, so my attention will be divided, and I am not good at it yet. But floor 1 wish note is normal in IS6. I just haven't seen it then yet. I haven't seen it yet then. Interesting. Yeah, getting a maxed out op for free, especially a really good one. Radiant is really good. So being able to get that,
fighting is the
really
only
nice.
option here.
Not even a stirring of grass will go overlooked.
Practice without principle is a height of folly.
I'm here. With twine blades shall evil be excised. With righteous Felga strike shall demons die.
I'm looking away from chat for a minute while I do this, just to try to not totally die. I will say, this is a really funny stage because if you, like, take all of these out early, they still have to spawn the last talisman or whatever from here. So you'll be sitting at 13 out of 13 for, like, 10 to 15 seconds with no enemies on screen, but the stage not being done. And then it'll finally spawn, and it'll be like, boop, done. I don't think I have the ops to do that necessarily yet, but highly recommend trying it. It's really funny. Also, how's everyone else doing in figuring out who counts as Yanese for this and who does not? I need them to patch in Blaze actually being counted as Yanese. Because on my very first run, I took her being like, oh yeah, and she's Yanese, so I'll get that bonus and stuff like that. And then she's not in terms of what the game recognizes. Which is bullshit. Like, let me use my funny cat that I've spent so much time shilling for. Okay.
You have improved.
Yeah, how I'm not actually sure what is necessarily the play. Oh,
My earlier praise.
Okay, well, I'm going to conserve this for now, but you know that's going to be a Radian in a minute. Yeah, I should have prepared a picture of all the Yanese ops in advance. No, that's the weird thing. The hidden faction update should have existed already. I think it's just that they don't count it. No, cause I'm pretty sure Exu. No, Exu is because Penlog is Yanese. So that okay. That's still so weird that Exu is technically Yanese by this count, but yeah, they made the entire thing a huge point in the story, and because it's like a hidden faction, it doesn't pick up on it yet. Yeah. I think if memory serves, they have updated that on CN. So I was hoping, I would have assumed that they would have added any fixes right off the bat when it came to global, but apparently we're getting true launch state IS6, so doesn't count. Yeah, Exu counts as Yan because her faction is Penguin Logistics, which is based in Yan. Even though, like, the majority of the units who are in that faction aren't themselves Yanese, which is very funny. This is also an argument that I will now use to tell HG to hurry up and actually make Virtuosa a Litanian. She was living there for a while. She's in a Litanian story. Come on, let me use her for my niche. Collab ops too. Interesting. I did not know that. I am interested. The illusion of choice. I don't actually have a sense of like if the left or right is more valuable yet. So we shall see. I'm gonna do 2 combat. I don't know if the play is 2 combats or the wish fulfilled just yet. I don't have Lu Zhaohe, but I do need to build Windscoot, and I do need to finish building Pure Stream. Also, I still haven't built Jay because I always use him in my base. I know he's really good, but I just keep using him in my base, and I'm like, I don't want to lose that LMD. I need that LMD. I'm gonna do 2 combats. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I know. I started playing after the collab, sadly. I really want him to rerun. Like everyone here is like so many people were very excited about the understandably very excited about the
blade takes no shape. Take no comfort.
other collab runs we've had, and I'm just over here like, where's Liu Xiaohei? Come on. If by people still use J-Base, you mean me. It might be a... Literally, I'm the only one left who does, but yes, I do that. I actually pair him specifically with the Monster Hunter Squad because they give a lot of... The Monster Hunter Squad and Silver Ash, because that gives a lot of extra capacity. So he ends up being actually quite good.
A fine decision. There is no flight from heaven bolts.
Is it truly optimal? I don't know. I do also have
Five thunders, smite the wicked.
Proviso working in another area.
Fine decision. With twine blades,
So I still have the meta unit, but
strike shall demons die.
I mean, you never know. Maybe Jay's the next Monhem collab unit. We're getting another one, so
With righteous Falga strike,
I personally think they should for the next Monhem collab.
five thunders,
I think they should do a Litanian unit. I mean, of course, I think they should do another Litanian unit. I always think that. But I think they should do Hunting Horn Litanian.
As water never
Give, like,
takes
Czerny a big-ass Hunting Horn or something like that. That would be
execution.
fantastic.
Doctor, I cannot fathom your past.
I'm trying to remember... Yeah, I should conserve this. I recently built Mitem, and I'm probably going to take him because he's been pretty fun. I don't actually have one that I want to swap out just yet. Oh, well that's why everything was dying so quick. Everything had like 60% less HP. That's right. Also, I've heard the strat, like the true strat, is to like rob cannot super early, which is interesting. Because like, I will say, I have definitely felt that the stores, the shops, are not as valuable as they were in like previous iterations. Ooh, we're taking that. I have 2 guards already. I don't think I have any specialists yet, though. So yeah, I can definitely tell that like the shops aren't as like OP as they were in like IS4, IS5, but it's still so weird to be like, no, yeah, just like don't give a shit about shops, just rob it right away, get it over with. What do I get from this? Ingots. I don't really need that, but sure. I think I'm probably going to do Ending 1. I haven't done Ending 1 in a bit because I've been doing Ending 2 to try to get Radiant Masteries, but yeah, they should. Litanian Knights player thinks they should make a Litanian altar. Actually, they should make a Litanian Vanguard. Do that, and I will never complain ever again. Like, please. Like, I have a niche with no Vanguards and like almost all of my units costing over 20 DP. And then the new unit that I get is a 30 DP Blastcaster. The first unit in like 2 years is a 30 DP Blastcaster. It's so funny. I cannot wait for her to get here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna kind of retaking 2 things. Because I'm gonna take Radian for sure. And I'm gonna take her pretty soon, so having this feels good. I'm gonna do this so that I can perhaps E2 Leitza or Schwalda and make them I'm gonna conserve this, though. Okay, I don't have any units to do that yet. This opens 3, so I'm gonna do that. though I don't really need ingots. I don't think I have the... Yeah, I don't have... I do have Degenbrecher, but I don't have the rest. Like, I don't have Gnosis to make that squad work. So, I think that's the best I've got at the moment. I just need them to, like... I just need to get the ops to have a... Once I have the ops to, like, replace that squad, then I'll probably... finally E2J as a thing. If nothing else, even if I never use them, which I probably will use them, it would be worth it as a thank you for all the work he's done in my base. But that might be a bit, because I need a... Especially now, isn't Gnosis it moved to like the kernel pool now? Is he one of the ones that went there? That's still so nuts. He's not that old of a unit. He's a new unit. Old units are like Silver Ash. That's an old unit, right? Like, not Gnosis. Would the Vanguard be melee or ranged? That's actually a really interesting question. I feel like I'd take anything. I would take, like... They could give me the, like, worst, like, Pioneer Vanguard, like, 4-star Pioneer Vanguard ever, and I would be ecstatic. Like, they could give me, like, a Verdant level unit, and I would be very, very happy. Gnosis isn't there yet? I keep getting... Oh, Nora, I did grow up with, like, a Game Boy Advance, so, like... Even that, though I was, like, a kid, so that one I can, like, be like, no, that is an older one. But yeah, the DS and the Wii U are still pretty new, right? I'm kind of running out of options here. Let's take... What does this give me? I am incredibly curious, apparently. Yeah, I will take that. Sure. And I think I might take this to open up a path. It's Shu. Yay. I haven't gotten this. I haven't gotten this screen yet. I big Shu lover over here. How many hope am I going to be using? 2. I think I can... I'm gonna try this. Oh, hey! Worked out. Let's do it twice. Let's go! Never lose. We never lose. I mean, like, Verdant is considerably better than people give him. Like, I've kind of come around to Verdant. I think he has a use. I think it is a niche use. But, like, as someone who uses baseline a lot, I can see the, like... Excuse me. Like, I can see the utility in having a unit that can just tank ridiculous amounts of arts damage. So, like, I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for. I think a lot of people joking about him being useless. Like, I think there's a significant part of, like, at least the Reddit community that kind of, like, gets mistaken, like, gets, when there's a meme take and they get those mixed up with a real take about him being, like, totally useless, like, it's kind of a joke, to be honest. And I think Verdant definitely suffers from that. I'm gonna do it again because we don't lose. We don't lose. I've gained so much that I might as well. Oh, I'll take some objective shield, sure. Okay, but I am finally leaving. Yeah, I agree. I love that they all have. I mean, it helps that like Shu has such a good like color scheme that like I think it'd be very easy to recognize her regardless, but it's true for all the others too, which is really cool. Like and again, like I don't think Verdant is exactly like super OP or meta or anything, but I think he is at least not useless, which, given the popular discussions about him, is apparently way more than most people think is apparently a hot take. Okay, taking Radian because of course we are. I know I need Joala to be E2 for the sake of this, but I kind of really want Leitza because I just really enjoy her. Who should I bring? We were just talking about Shu. Let's bring Shu. Let's bring Muesli. I really enjoy her, and I don't use her nearly as much as I should. I said I was gonna bring Mitem, but I just got so much hope. I feel like I might as well take a 6-star. Also, I'm curious, Velted Rose, what the love-hate relationship is with them. I think that's fair. I think they're like, but I'm curious what your perspective is on it. The run's been good so far. I'm gonna be honest. I've mostly just been yapping, just discussing like how I'm enjoying this so far. I'm gonna save these until I have a little bit more of a squad to work around.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, what is this? Oh, I don't remember this one super well. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put her on S2. We will see if I regret that. I have gotten the first and second ending so far. NT wins. So far I prefer the second ending, but I think I'm still kind of making up my mind on the first ending. The first ending, I like that has a little bit more substance to it. I like that it's not a nothing fight in the way that some of the other like IS4 and 5 ones are. Oh, just how your Felted Rose is just how your pulls go. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, no, I agree. Until it fluff. I actually, my hot take. So, for a while they've been getting really close to catching up on mods, and like we've been running out of new subclasses to get mods, and I think that's part of why they keep releasing like just so many more completely new archetypes than they used to. But I think if they do ever add another form of progression beyond mods, I think again, it would spike all our units' power levels. So I think it would be some like if it's an end game, like true like a power level only really relevant in hardcore stuff. I think it would be really cool if they locked those behind similar challenges. Like to get the Viviana special upgrade, you had to do like D15 of a certain IS with her or something like that. And I think that would be really cool. Again, this is pure speculation. I don't even know if they will ever add another level of upgrades. I don't think they will because there's so many units at this point, and I think it would kind of really throw the meta on a whack, which I don't know if they want to do necessarily at this point, but I think it'd be, if they were to do something like that, I think it'd be really cool if they progressed it through that. Yes, ending 2, you get it through a special node in Wonderland. You have to, I think there's like a wooden moth or something, and you have to have like 30 ingots, but okay, I'm gonna, let's see. Do I, My thought is, do I want Raidian blockers or do I want Raidian skill 2? I'm trying to think of if I remember how this one goes, but I don't really, so I'm probably just gonna do S2 because that's kind of the default approach.
With my blade, I decree.
Wait, what type are you? Okay, you're not one of the ones that move or anything. Good. Do this positioning. I would like to put her there, but I can't. So I guess I will put her here.
Lightning flash. Thunderous swords shall clash.
The thrust of a blade takes no shape. Take no comfort that it lies sheathed.
Okay,
I was a little bit late on that. I'm gonna have a leak. Oh well.
A fine, five thunder. Smite the wicked. Huh.
Like I said, I'm still learning this a little bit. So bear with me here, but
Not even a stirring of grass will go overlooked.
Want a candy? Oh, wishes. I beg you, coalesce. This staff is bound to my thoughts.
Relax. Their comps will be paralyzed as long as I'm.
I really need to get the upgrade that like makes these not count against the deployment limit. That's gonna be so good. Like I can already tell it's like, oh yeah, no, that's gonna be kind of nuts.
Doctor, what kind of message do you want me to transmit? Sorry, this isn't the way out, but a trap I set for you.
Yeah, oh, that's right. I forgot that there's an option for that. I will say I haven't been having too much trouble getting ingots. I've found it mostly pretty alright so far. But I have mostly been getting it sort of like later floors. And I haven't been super prioritizing getting the, what's it called?
Such violence will not be tolerated.
I haven't really been prioritizing getting the... Oh, he's gonna go down.
From here on, your
Didn't
words
recruit
are
that.
my command.
In that range, great.
Doctor, sadly, there's no controlling the battlefield with brute force alone.
But yeah, I've mostly been getting the ending 2 encounter pretty late floors.
I had no idea.
So at that point I have a fair number of ingots, and I haven't really been prioritizing the shops as much as I would in previous versions of IS.
A little bad now.
So I haven't like super been struggling for ingots. I think the harder part, honestly, is just reliably finding the encounter for it. Because I don't think it's marked in any way. And it kind of comes down to like, just like, well, do you find it? Like, do you have good luck? Or more to the point, coming down to, do you have Raidian to give you extra candles to explore and give you an extra like node revealed every time you enter? She really seems very almost a requirement for ending 2 in a lot of ways. And I know she's, I think, pretty useful in the fight, or at least so I've encountered so far. I'm not super in tune with the broader meta. I do want to upgrade her. I'm not going to wait for that one. But yeah, I would recommend taking Raidian and then I guess just getting lucky with coins, just making sure you're saving some. But I think you don't have to put it on a higher difficulty setting for Ending 2, I don't think. Though I could be wrong. I'm still kind of... mostly I haven't really looked things up. I'm kind of just like going off of what I've experienced so far. And then finding out that, oh, that one's Ending 2. which is helpful. But... yeah, I really need to finally build Iana. Iana's such a very, very good unit. Very cool. Like, I really love that they did like a backwards doll keeper. I think that's such a cool spin on the subclass. Ending 2 does not require a higher difficulty. Good to know. Good to know. Leftmost, okay. I do still need to upgrade Joala if I need so that I can actually... I don't think I've done this boss yet. Huh. That'll be interesting. Y'all will get to see me try this out for the first time. Live on air. Yeah, it's wild that we haven't gotten a 6-star Doll Keeper since Spalter, to be honest. I feel like it's such an interesting... It's more than a lot of subclasses that have been around for a bit. It feels like it's screaming out for like a year 6 or 7 operator. Like, they're doing such weird things with kits now that it feels wild that we haven't had some new take on on one of them. Okay, what pathing am I looking at? Okay, I'm probably going to go into Wander into Wonderland again. Unfortunately means I will skip the Pathfinder node. Okay. Who are my candle holders right now? Okay, I do not have that many. That's a little unfortunate, but maybe I can... Maybe if I get a note here, I can make an extra one. Oh, this one. I do remember this stage, and I remember it kind of being... Let's rank it up here. Skill 1. I think so. Still skill 2 for Raidian, I think. No, actually, I think I might want skill 3 on Raidian because of the fireballs coming through. I'm gonna do that. Okay.
With my blade,
yeah.
Decree.
Pram Alt has such a cool kit, and I'm really, as a big time Carnelian fan, I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I need them to give my girl something better. She deserves it. It has been too damn long. What if I put Leitza super aggressively up here?
Lightning flash. Thunderous swords shall clash.
Oh man, I completely forgot that that I have to deal with refraction here. It's kind of annoying, but we'll deal with it. What if I also place him super aggressively?
Doctor, what kind of message do...
The situation, go no further. This road is closed.
Go. Okay. I know, Carnelian Alt. I like at this point I would legitimately just take give her an IS mod or something. My fear is because she's Sargonian, they'll give her an RA only mod, and that would suck for me. That would really suck for me. Not that I do actually. Oh, this isn't gonna go well.
I'm here. With mine blades shall evil be.
Go no further. This road is closed.
But I would take one good mod. Like, she's been neglected for so long. I just want something. It doesn't have to be super
The situation is
super OP or anything like that. Well, I'd love it to be somewhat relevant. But I've been defending Carnelian for so long. And her skill 2 is still legitimately good. I do quite like it. But she is...
Enjoy a little solar surgeon to the information silo.
That's not good. Come on, Amiya. You got this. Let's go. Yeah, no Monch is still wild.
Job's
I
done. Be sure to rest up now.
I really thought this was going to be the time, but apparently not. Man, yeah, I am intrigued. I think a lot of the 3 6-star altars was kind of but I think I like Praminix enough as a character that I'm happy to see her get some love, and I also like Ask Jenny. And I will say, I think the kits they designed for that update are pretty fun. So I think that'll be fun. I think we are going to get another Yereg event, but it'll probably not be for another like at least year and a half or so. So she just still gotta wait. I will say I do like RA. I don't think it's that bad. I would love for them to do another, like they have RA2. I'd love to see RA3 because I think there are things they could learn from it to like do a better version of it still. But excuse me. I don't know if they will do that. I don't think it's nearly popular enough for them to actually make another iteration of it, unfortunately, because I imagine it takes a lot of work to do. Yeah, Swire Alt IS mod, I am really looking forward to. I've actually been grinding out the materials to finally get around to build her. I think her mod looks really fun. And especially, like, it's stacking with, like, her getting more strength based on how many ingots you have is such a funny way to do her that I think is, like, just such a, like, inspired decision. Really look forward to it. From what I've heard, she's not, like, the OMG super meta, super busted kind of IS mod, but she is, like, really solid, I think. So I'm really looking forward to that. I can lose one coupon. I still haven't really figured out the economy for coupons and what's good or not good to use them on. I feel like I had a much better sense of like when I should be using plans in IS5, even though I wasn't like a super hardcore IS5 player. But I imagine this will come with time. Oh, hey. Oh, ingots. Not the most necessary. I'm actually not sure how much I'm going to be able to do here with my... you know, I have good candle holders, but I don't know. I'll have to... I would like to have one or two more, to be honest. Nope. Man, this... Oh, it's a different one. Oh, okay. I haven't done this. I don't know if I've done this iteration of it yet. I might have to try this one. But I'm going to do a little bit more exploration first. I was going to say, this one I've done with like the IS2 floor 3 boss that stuns everyone in range. And hate that guy. I hate that guy so much. The Ave Mujica. Okay, first of all, confession. I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know if it's... Is it a hard J in Ave Mujica? But I don't know. Anyway, the units all look really fun. I think the 5-stars are some of my favorite 5-star designs in terms of their kit designs in a long time. I think it's really funny that they gave the 5-star Earthshaker the thing that everyone was complaining that Pepe, the limited 6-star Earthshaker, did not have. I think that's hilarious. Like 10 out of 10. Give us more 5 stars power creeping 6 stars. And okay, like they do different things. Obviously, Pepe has much higher numbers, but it's really funny that everyone was like, Pepe can't keep attacking if there's no enemy in the tile in front of her. So then they designed a 5-star that could. I think that's genuinely so funny. The other ones also seem really interesting. I think the Bard has a really fun iteration of that kit. I think the Dollkeeper, speaking of Dollkeepers, I think also really interesting. And I think Ambushers are just, I think, of another very interesting subclass. I think they picked really great archetypes for them all. Honestly, just like really interesting archetypes, like Dollkeepers, Bards, Ambushers, and even to some extent, less so Earthshakers, but they're all like most of them, other than Earthshakers, are all like older subclasses, but like 4 older subclasses, kind of quirky ones, and I think they did a really interesting job of like really playing around with those quirks. Are people gonna complain about them because they're 5 stars and not 6 stars, and because they're not like super meta? Yeah, of course, they always do that. But I think they're genuinely like good and fun units, and I'm planning on building every single one of those 5 stars. And I was thinking of maybe making all 5-star collab units, or all 5-star Ave Musica unit video. But 1, that's going to be a lot of work, and 2, I won't actually be able to mess around with building them and testing them out until it comes out. And then I'm like, okay, so that video is probably going to come out after the collab's over, and after they're no longer accessible, which I'm like a little, because that's the thing. I don't really like. I get why these are true limited. I get why they're probably never coming back, but I still don't like the FOMO all that much. I think a lot of the better parts of Arknights are the stuff that is how comparatively low FOMO there is compared to like Hoyoverse games, for example. Like I'm gonna limit how much bad stuff Musica. That makes sense. Musica. Okay. I will try to remember that. I will probably forget, but but I will try my best. I have negative things that I could say about Hoyoverse games. I have not played most of them, but also, so I did play a bit of Zenless Zone Zero, or as we call it in Canada, ZZZ. But there are so many bizarre design choices that I find absolutely fascinating to talk about in that game, but I'm very hesitant to talk about them online. I thought of making a video about it, but the problem is that Hoyoverse has a lot of fans, and I don't want to get crucified. So I'm probably going to be a little bit less active about talking about those, I'm going to be honest. But Ave Musica being more FOMO than R6S and Monhunt, that's fair, especially with it being an anime collab. I will say I've not actually watched the anime, though I feel like I should at some point, just to like know what I'm talking about with these units. But it's I think like R6S 5 stars, also a lot of really interesting 5 stars there. The Monhun, I guess, was only 1 5-star, was Rathalos Noir Corn, but he is also a very interesting unit, and I'd love to talk about them more, but I feel like with but simultaneously being like, I don't want to like push the limited, like, I don't want to like talk up what I think is one of the worst parts of the game in terms of like things being time limited and FOMO and stuff like that. Especially since like I started playing after the R6S collab, the first one, and I did see people talking about like Ashe as an interesting and good unit, and it was kind of a bummer because I figured I would never ever get her. And yeah, so I don't want to like create that feeling for others. Like, I think one of the fun things about talking about underrepresented ops and about 5 stars is that they're units that are both they're either easier to get, or you might already have them just not built yet. And I think that's a really cool space to work in, because it's like if I'm talking like, because you can see it and then be like, yeah, I will use them, and go out and try them for yourself, rather than being like, wow, that would be interesting information if I had them. So we'll see. They are coming back at some point. Maybe. I have such a bad sense of like where they're like, I did not predict another Monhunt collab, though I guess I should have, after they like scapegoated oh shoot, what's their name? Senmo, for the like wrong version of the Ascalon skin going in, which was such a bummer, but like clearly they wanted to maintain the relationship with Capcom, so but yeah, so maybe if we do get another R6S collab, maybe then I'll finally do the video on them or something. But we'll see if I do something with the Ave Musica one. I think they're interesting enough that they're worth talking about, but oh man, these videos also take a while to make. So we will see. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, F in chat. Everyone, F in chat for Senmo. Really great artist. Did a lot of really great designs for this game, and they just totally got scapegoated because Capcom. that's literally just it, and it sucks. This is the okay. Also, sorry. It's people in chat. Is this the ending 3 thing? Is this for ending 3? Because I don't. Again, I'm doing this. I'm doing IS6 pretty much blind. I'm not looking up stuff. I just want to make sure that like I know what the hell I'm doing. Velted Rose, if you're not planning on using her with you, if she is the only burn unit you're using, I would say prioritize S2. Her S3 is still good. It still has very high DPS. It's a lot of damage very, very quickly, which still has utility. But I think S2 is probably the better choice if you're not using her with other burn units. That said, I don't think U is necessarily the only option for burn units. I think if you have Bobbing, I think he's a solid option. I think Vivian is a solid option as well. They both have their good and their bad in terms of how they specifically work with her. But I'd recommend probably S2 if she's the only burn unit. Top selection to start the ending 3 path. I will not do ending 3 right now. I'm probably going to fall on my ass when I do that for the first time. And I'm going to save that to do off screen. Let's see what else. Yeah, ending 2 was I've mostly been messing with instead of ending 3 so far. Temporary recruitment maxed Raidian. Damn, that is legitimately probably the best temp recruit you could get. I will say bobbing is legitimately a good unit. Like, I have been very pleasantly surprised by bobbing. I got him kind of like as like a oh haha that's funny unit because I pulled for I made a very stupid bet in which the result of was me having to pull for Vina Victoria, or at least holding myself to that. So I got bobbing, and because Viviano was getting the burn mod, I was like, oh haha, I should build him too. And he's genuinely been a very surprisingly good unit. Like, again, that's fair to not want to put the investment in it. I would especially say he does really need both his levels, his masteries, and his mod, which is a lot to put into a unit. But I would say he is one of those units that if you do invest in him that level, you do actually get to use him for it. Like, it's not like he'll just sit never having any use, which is nice. And anyway, now I'm going to try to not eat too much shit on these combat levels with my current can holders. We will see how that goes. Man, I'm trying to think about... Okay. I really wish I had Radian's mod and masteries and more masteries right now. I'm gonna try this one, I think. I think S2 is probably gonna be the play. But we'll see. We shall see. I might just totally H it. Oh yeah, the new Mercenary Guard seems really fun. I'm not sure. I don't know
Kind of rough.
who that would translate to in terms of like what subclass that would be or what weapon that would be in terms of Monster Hunter, but I think it'd be really cool. I will say I think it would be absolutely hilarious if they gave my niche Litania Knights that guard class at some point, because I have no Vanguard and it would be very funny. I did think that was happening
Now we sow
with
grain.
is that in I don't actually remember this one's range. We'll see.
Relax. Their comms will be paralyzed as long as I'm here.
Miss lightning flash. Thunder sword shall clash.
I'll jam their signals while the rest of you move.
A fine decision.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought this unit was gonna kind of snake. They did not do that. How tanky is this? It's doing no damage to it, and it's on the defense reduction tile. Damn. Okay. I guess never doubt Radian is the lesson that we should all take from this.
A fine decision. There is no flight from heaven's folds.
I've intercepted some fascinating Alexander signals while the rest of you move.
I hope I didn't make a mistake in activating the skill too early. But... I need that to be blocked by Shu, ideally. Okay, yes, go down that way. Yeah. I like what I'm seeing.
I've enjoyed a little soul
Yes,
survey
okay.
to the information
Okay, we're good.
silo.
There is no flight from heaven's folds.
You didn't get the ending 2 encounter. That, I will say, I have not had a time
I have no idea
where I
what
have
this
not
clever
encountered it.
learned.
every time that I've tried to go for it, I've gotten it.
But with
But-
such a good head on your shoulders, I'm feeling a little bad now.
It's. I have also been doing all of those times with Radian again, so. Man, they really just made her. She is just straight up a requirement. It's wild. Oh, I don't think I've gotten this. Leftmost operator in the deployment waiting so is deployed. All deployed operators gain 100% of the DP spent as SP. That's really interesting. There's some really interesting relics in this. I think I'm gonna E2 shoe. Right now. Oh, what did I unlock? Oh, I unlocked it. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, that is a nice one to get. Ooh. I have not seen this encounter yet. Let's see. Radiant, that is Horror Draco Love, that is so true. Radiant is just the IS6 lamp, but cute. That is, yeah. I kind of... Velted Rose, that is fair. I kind of like it. I think it's quirky and funny that it doesn't snake around high ground that's in her way. I think it's... The first time I did that and had her on like an isolated tile and it didn't do that was like so funny. Like that alone, I think it was funny enough to be worth it. But oh yeah. I haven't actually Nitwins or NT wins. I almost called you Nitwit. I am so sorry. I mean, it snakes around tiles, but like it doesn't jump tiles. Like if there is a wall in front of her, and it doesn't like get around the wall, it won't do that, or it like doesn't go. It doesn't go. She can't attack aerial units above those tiles either, which is quirky. I think there's a good example of that I could show in a sec, but yeah. I haven't actually looked too in depth at Matsukiri's strategist archetype yet, or his specific kit. But I think I mean, obviously potential's there because they had a really good 6-star with it. So obviously the subclass is good, but I don't know his specific buffs. I need to look at that. I think it's interesting. The secret Leitza buff? They don't work on her. Ooh. That is good to know. That is really good to know. I haven't... The Sealing Talismans, I hadn't noticed that yet. I think they just haven't hit her yet because she's been flying. But that is very interesting. The I will say I of the Tong Bao, there's one that like eliminates SP gain, but like makes every unit gain 2 SP on attack. I have been avoiding that one so hard because I've been using Leitza every time, and it makes it so she just can't attack. It's real rough for her. But anyway, let's see what this is. Okay, so price may also increase. I don't know what that means. I didn't pay anything for this, so I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Oh. Oh, okay. You know what? I think I might actually do it, but that's really funny. Anyway, like this, not that stage. Is it this one? No, this one. If I had Leitza placed right here, she could only attack enemies directly over her. I don't think she would be able to attack enemies elsewhere, if memory serves. But or at least, at the very least, she wouldn't be able to attack enemies over these high ground tiles, which I think is very funny. At least on her S2. I think her S3 could do it, but I think it's like, again, I think it kind of fits the design they were going for with her S2 and S3, where the S3 is like what you use in like the combined, like that the enclosed spaces, whereas the S2 is more for open spaces. But I think it's very funny because you don't know that until you try it, and then you try it and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, this is the Ursus drone stage. This asshole, and these guys. I don't think I have the units for this right now necessarily. I admittedly don't know that stage nearly well enough to feel like I can do it reliably yet. But this one I might be able to do. I'm gonna unlock some more stages first. Yes. So if I think there was someone who was asking about how to unlock ending 2. This is the node. Either you have 30 ingots and you guarantee that you get it and you can do the ending, which I could have done had I not given all of my ingots away. Or you have a chance to do it. I don't have the ingots. I'm kind of going for ending 1 right now, so I'm just gonna get the collectible. But ooh, this is really nice for running Radian. Nice. What does this give? Recover life points. Not a... Maybe I go to one of those. Let's see. What's this combat? I forget what that combat is. I still don't remember how each combat... Oh, I haven't even encountered this version of it, apparently. But I think that this one... I think I've encountered a version of it that has some of the Masses Travels go around here. The Masses Travels enemies go around here, and I don't totally remember what happens over here. I think there were the chapter 14, like big guys that shoot lasers across the map, but I could be wrong. Man, I wish I had a few more units to use for this. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have that for life points, so I think I'm gonna go trade a bit. I forgot that I had already bought stuff from this one. Ooh, okay, that will be fun with Leitza S1, and it will be fun with Joala. I will get that. I'm also gonna get that. Where's the life points one? Yeah. Ingots, Tongbao. I'm still really slow with all my decision making here. I still don't know all of what the best choices are for everything, so I'm still kind of figuring things out as I go a bit. But I'm gonna have her on S1 actually. I think S1 might be the play. I'm gonna have her on S1. With both this and this, I think Shu, so long as she doesn't get one shot, might be kind of invincible on S1, which I think is funny. Yeah, okay.
With my blade, I decree.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, kind of forgot about those guys.
Roar. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Practice without principle is a height of folly.
Relax. Their comps will be paralyzed as long as I'm here. Doctor, what kind of message do you want me to transmit? I've intercepted some fifth Doctor. Sadly, there's no controlling the battlefield with brute force alone.
Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. You know, never doubt Radian. She is just, she'll just handle it. Okay, now I have to wait a million years for that guy to move. Come on, man. just move already. Okay, there we go.
Doctor, sorry. This isn't the way out, but a trap I set for you.
There we go. Ooh, Viviana temp recruit. Let's go. It's really, I have gotten Viviana as a temp recruit once or twice, and it's always very funny because it's like, oh, this is like, as the one unit that I have max potential, M9, full mod, max level, it's really funny because it's just like, oh, this is just my Viviana, just without the skin. One sec, lost my, let me find, go back in the chat a bit, I think I missed some stuff. I think, what's his name, Matsukiri or whatever, I think he has some interesting potential. I think he'll be quirky. I think he'll be fun at the very least. I don't know if he'll, like Mitem is a good 5-star Vanguard that is both fun and has like a distinct niche. I don't know if Matsukiri or whatever will be able to like have as much of a niche, but I think he's neat, and I think he has the capacity to have some interesting interactions with different mechanics. Like obviously reducing DP cost like that is nice when it comes to things like chapter 12, for instance. Will that be enough to be like, damn, he's really good? I don't know, but I think he's interesting at least. I want them to do, like, obviously they use that subclass for a 6-star already in Silver Ash Altar, and of course that is he's a very good unit. But I'd be interested to see them do another take it a 5-star in it, because I think they could give him a little bit more. But again, I haven't looked at his kit too in depth yet. Yeah, IS6's soundtrack is really good so far. I do think being able to lane, honestly, as someone who plays a niche with all very expensive to deploy units and no like cheap lane holder, I think a Vanguard that can lane hold is an underrated thing, especially when you consider that like most content doesn't really require the amount of DP that Flag Vanguards generate. So I think having a unit that can like actually hold, like I genuinely think that if you're just looking at casual content, a unit like Vulpes Foglia is probably at least in the current state, like in EN right now, in the Vanguards we have, she's probably like a top 2 casual gameplay Vanguard, probably just behind Ines, because Ines is good at everything. Because like most of the time you don't need like Myrtle and Wan King and Salak and everyone going full speed. Would Ingrid be as good in like CC? No, probably not. But like it's most of the time you're not playing CC, so I think it's fine. So I think having a Vanguard that is capable of lane holding, while also having like some utility and DP generation, is a very solid thing to have in the way that most people play the game. Is it enough to make this guy meta? No, but I think it's probably enough that anyone who wants to use him would probably be able to just fine in most content. But yeah. But I honestly think that Vanguards are one of the most poorly balanced subclasses there are. I think for a long time HG just hasn't really known what they're doing with Vanguards, because they haven't really changed DP generation all that much, and like I don't think they really should. But it's taken them a long time to figure out how exactly to make a Vanguard with like broader utility. And I mean, obviously Ines is very good. I think Psylocke is still kind of underrated, which is wild to me, in terms of her like skill 3 and skill 2 being quite solid. But I think for the most part they've just been like, I don't know. It feels like them and medics are like, well, we don't really know what we're doing. We're just like, well, they heal, sure, that's enough. Or well, they generate DP, sure. It feels like they're only finally kind of getting into how to actually like make them interesting and make you have like. There's always been like, oh, this is the best medic to use, or this is the best Vanguard to use, and it feels like they're finally branching out to like. There being situations where like, well, actually this one is best in this situation and this one is best in that situation. And I think that's like about time for that. And I'm very glad that they are doing that. Honestly, hot take, Myrtle has been power crept for like years at this point and no one's like really noticed. Like she is not at the height she once was. She's still very good, and she's still worth building because she's really cheap to build, and she's a really good thing to have for newer units. But she's not quite as useful as she once was. Oh, -2. Wait, I'm gonna have. Oh, I gotta figure something out to do with this. I should get Evenholtz S2. I'm gonna conserve this voucher for now. Okay. Where the hell can I go from here? Which stage is it? Which version of it is this one? Oh man, it's those. Okay, how am I gonna get rid of those? Okay, I'm going to try this one. I don't really have a huge plan for it, so I might fail terribly. So don't judge too hard if I do, but I think Radian S2 will be the play, though it would be nice to have S3 to get some extra help on here once I've cleaned those out. But I just think I just think S2 is probably my best bet for clearing out those suckers at the bottom. Let's give this a try. Oh yeah, Ines is like a joke of game balance. She is.
I decree.
Okay, serious space.
Relax. Their comms will be paralyzed as long as I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Hiya. With animosity.
Okay, now I need this back real fast.
I've intercepted sadly. There's no controlling. the
Holy
battlefield.
cow, Radiant is strong.
Alone.
Oh man, what a wild unit. Okay, take a step forward. There we go.
Sadly, there's no controlling the battlefield.
Is Radian just gonna solo this? It's a real question. It's not, will Radian be able to handle this? Will Radian just solo it? So far, the answer is kind of yes. I mean, Volbus Foglia is a weak guard that gens some DP. I think she's a solid
Doctor,
guard that gens some DP, but is also very cheap to deploy, which
I set for you.
is useful. And like, again, I'm saying this from the perspective of like, that would, like, how gigantic that would be for like my niche, for instance.
Should rest up now.
As well as like in casual content, she's totally fine. To be honest, she's a totally fine guard most of the time. I think she's just a little squishy if she can't like use her invis too much, but I really wish I got her. I went to 200 on that banner and did not get her, which was a bummer. Holy cow! What the hell? Okay, I have not done this one yet, and I'm going to save it, I think, until I have a few more units at my disposal. Is this? Oh, that was that one. Yeah. What's this one? Doesn't unlock any notes though. I'm gonna do this. Hey, Snean. Love to have gambling in our gambling game. Also, I thought I would be done this run by now. I need to get a move on so I can actually finish a run while still on stream. Okay. What does this give me? Objective shield. Nice. Hey, it's Shu. Hope, not really a concern this run, I gotta say. I have had some pretty good luck with that. Totally an unidentifiable white dragon. So true. Oh, the DP regen blockers. Oh my god. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I haven't messed around with this Tong Bao enough, but I'm really curious how it will play, how useful it'll actually be, because I don't know if 200 defense, once you start getting into like the way IS scales, I don't really know if it'll be that useful anymore. But okay, what do I have? Medic and specialist. Medic would probably be the practical pick, but I did just get the reduced weight. Actually, wait, no, I'm doing ending one. I want to be able to tank some of that damage. I'm gonna actually come back to it. I'm gonna save those for next time because I just used most of everything. I'm gonna do the face-off note, I guess.
Is this the rendezvous point?
I haven't actually done a face-off node yet, and I've heard that they are a little bit different. Ooh, I gotta... Yeah, sure, I'll use that Radiant skill. Use melee operators to fight the foe you picked. Losing will not deduct life points. Oh, okay, so just melee. Interesting. I wish I had a Drola at E2. I'm also curious how that 200 defense scales with other relics.
The arrow has been knocked. Do not hesitate.
Okay. I think this will be
Lightning
possible.
flash. Thunderous swords shall clash.
The face-off nodes suck in this. How so? Like, what's the...
There's lightning flash. Thunderous
Is
swords
it
shall
just
clash.
like the ranged versus melee
I'm here.
division? Or is there like
A fine. With
other
fine
stuff going
blade
on?
Shall evil be
Come on,
exiled.
Leitza.
With righteous Felga strike shall demons die.
Yippee. Also, I have to say, I really like her VA. Her EN voice,
You have
really good.
improved.
Which is really important because you spam her S1 so damn much.
Complacency.
So if she had a bad
My earlier praise.
VA, it would have been rough. But she has a great VA, so happy about that. Okay, sure. I do want to bring Silence Alt at some point. I've really been enjoying using her lately. Ooh, what should we bring? Oh no, I know what I'm bringing. If we're talking about tanking arts damage, I'm bringing baseline. Okay, now I have to figure out what the hell this stage is.
I'll follow your baton for the time being.
Still don't really know what's going on with the stage. Also, I still haven't E2'd Schwalda. I need to remember to do that because I can't actually finish this without doing that. Her JP voice is very good, I will say that. But I have definitely enjoyed her. So I'm going to see. I don't know where the boss comes from. So I'm gonna put her here for
I've
now.
not heard in a long, long time. Easy peasy.
Perhaps with Radiant.
Verified all elite units in position. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
I'll do that for now.
I've intercepted some fascinating intel. Sadly, there's no control.
Take like water.
Oh, okay. That tells me nothing about how she plays. Okay. Are you Ariel? Damn, you are. Okay. Where does not get hit?
There's lightning flash. Thunderous swords shall clash.
She get... Okay, no, she doesn't get blocked.
A fine decision.
But yeah, this is... Okay. But yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about earlier with Leitza's range not extending over high ground. Like here, if there was an aerial unit right here, couldn't do anything. Couldn't do anything about it. Which I think is funny. I don't actually have any issues with that. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. But... Oh, there were attacks missing there. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad now, but I'm sure this will be something to watch out for
This isn't the way
on higher
out.
difficulties.
Now's not the time for hellos.
Aerial and can be stunned to land. Okay, so low altitude hovering or whatever. That's not so bad. Rare reason to use Texalt these days. Not that I actually have her, but if I did.
Sorry, this isn't the way out, but a trap I set for you.
With prime blade shall evil be excised. With righteous Felga strike shall demons die.
Hiya.
Doctor.
So I actually usually play Arknights on my phone. And I have to say, I do quite like playing on PC, but the thing that I always do is I sometimes... I lose my mouse I'll be like paying attention to stuff happening on screen, and I will just completely lose where my mouse is. You might have actually noticed that in some of my videos. Sometimes in the clears that I use in my background for my guides, I have just like lost the mouse somewhere along the way. I'm gonna do this and hope I don't roll it until the end. Surely that'll work out for me. Oh man, those are both really useful. But I think I'm gonna do this. Oh man. Okay, I am gonna E2 Nightingale. I mean, we live in a very bizarre state of the game. Yeah, every Bosuke is going to happen. We live in a very bizarre state of the game where Texalt isn't even like a top 10 operator anymore. She might not even be a top 10 specialist at this point, which is wild. So like, if you want to use her, like, honestly, no shame. But like, yeah, it is so wild. Like I remember I started playing the game right after Texalt released. I love that. I hope I get to pet the silly little goober. Let's see what this gets. I'm entering a battle. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I have done this a couple times, and it's a bunch of these fuckers. I don't know if I have. I'm super prepared for hit mechanics. So
Yes.
we'll
I
see.
understand.
This might be the end of the run. I'm gonna be honest, but we'll see how it goes. I don't really have anyone that. I mean, Raidian. I guess her S2 hits a couple times, but. X2 ults. See,
A music score or a battle plan?
yeah, okay. Top 10 specialists is a little harsh, but I think Yato is better. X2 alt, Ascalon, Ella. I'm sure there's others I'm thinking of. Honestly,
Thunder sword shall crack.
maybe I'm a little just like a little too lost in the sauce, but I do think that there is a case to be made for
Now we
like
sow the grain.
Easy peasy. Want a candy?
What's her name? Crown Slayer legitimately being a more useful unit these days. Just based on her.
Their comps will be
Ooh, I
perilous
accidentally
as long as I
adjusted the
live.
size of my window. Shoot. There we go. But like, I think there's a legitimate case for Crown Slayer being a little bit more useful these days. Just because she provides like such good crowd control, which I think is really solid in a lot of ways. Man, I am dreading these hip counts.
A fine decision.
I'm also using this to build up her attack and SP regen. So
I'm here. There is no flight from Hava's bolts. There is no flight from Hava's bolts. A fine decision. There is no flight from Hava's bolts.
Our gender signals.
Five thunders. Smite the wicked. Fine blades shall evil be excised.
Now's not the time for the lows.
oh, that was close. Oh. Oh, I still have another one. Hell yeah. Okay. I thought I was out of Radiant Summons, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm here. I'm here. There is no flight from Heaven's bolts. Fine. Tremble, villains. Quick, you go. There is no flight from Heaven's bolts.
I've intercepted our gender signals, while the rest of you move.
Okay.
I'm here. Tremble, villains. Quick, you ghouls. The thunder roars and heaven shakes.
I've gotten a little bit quieter because I feel like I really have to lock in on this, so I don't leak one of these stupid dishes.
I'm here. 5 thunders. Smite the
man.
wicked. Huh. I'm here. Tremble, villains. Quick, yet with twine blade shall evil be excised. With
I do.
righteous Falga strike,
So I haven't really been
the
looking
sky.
up what like the meta strats are, but I do like how, from what I have heard,
Here.
the go-to strat for ending 2 is just to leak the whole left side and it completely ignore the hit count stuff.
There is no flight from heaven.
Genuinely really funny. Like they're just like, no, let's not deal with that.
I'm here. There is no flight from tremble, villains. Quick,
About to activate Radian.
Information silo.
Okay.
I'm here. Tremble, villains. Quick, you ghouls. The thunder roars.
Okay, I have to remember that I'm gonna
shakes.
slow this down. I have to remember that I also have
Here.
shoot
Smite the wicked.
potentially.
Huh.
Oh, but no one's taking damage. Shoot. Don't think that'll work.
I wasn't supposed to act. Sow the mountains when summer leaves the white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
Oh, I'm about to leak a bunch of shit.
Not even stirring of grass will go overlooked.
I've incredibly, there's no controlling the battlefield with brute force alone.
I'm here. With twine blade shall there is no flight from heaven's bolts.
Okay. This is not as bad as it could have been so far.
The situation is go no further. This road is
Oh,
closed.
oh. Lost my mouse again. Oh, well, I leaked it. Okay, not as bad as it could have been. Yeah, Antilatia is great.
Your ingenuity put to shame any conductor I've
I
seen.
I sadly did not get her, but I have been borrowing her a fair bit because she's just really fun. Okay. Man, I finally am like, okay, now I'll pick my item, and then they give me Tulip? Come on. Actually, maybe I should... I might save this voucher. Ooh, what's this one? This is... Oh yeah, this is aerial units on that side that you can't normally get to. Okay. I think I'm going to rely on Muleface for that side. And extending range over that way. Okay. Still no AL. Yeah,
My blade, I decree.
I'm not gonna lie, my AL,
The battle
she's Litanian, so I have her for my niche,
place
and
where lives are taken.
my pulls for her did not go well, I will say, which is
Verified all
Was-
dark
was-
units
was
in
pretty-
position.
pretty
Everything's
annoying.
fine. Don't worry.
I was like she has
There's no controlling
no
the
unit is really
battlefield
worth pulling
with
potentials
brute
for,
force alone.
but if you're doing like stupid niche stuff like the stuff that I like to do a lot of the time, she is her potentials are like shockingly actually relevant for that stuff, and it was a bummer to not get her. I did get her, but I did not get like It took close to 300. It took like 200 something to get one copy of her, and then I had to. And then at that point, I was like, well, I might as well just go to 300, and I did get one more copy of her along the way. So at least there was that, but I don't actually. I'll block this layer. Also, I'm a little past when I had planned on ending the stream, I will say. So I'm trying to lock in a little bit and actually, like, move forward. 1 for 7 on 50/50s for Leitza. Jeez.
Want a candy? Now's not the time for
That was about my experience with Exualt. I had to go 300. I had to, and I didn't get her from that. I had to get her from, like, specifically the like the 300 pity thing that they give you, which was not fun, I'm gonna say.
This isn't the way out, but a trap I set for you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of conflicted on where to put. It's
It's lightning flash. Thunder swab choke pass.
I'm also used to these everything here having much higher numbers because I'm used to playing on like
time for hellos.
D7 and stuff.
A fine. Tremble villains. Quick, ye ghouls. The thunder roars and heaven shakes.
So maybe not as bad as I was anticipating.
This staff
Can
is bound.
When
I
chaos
deal with this
abounds,
thing?
tugging a single
I do like this stage and how you can use these to give yourself range damage here. But this time I'm just getting around that by using her.
the situation tiny may attend.
Oh, he's about to get
He
eaten.
shall drive out the
Tears will bathe new life.
If you're really incapable of settling this, then I've intercepted some fascinating info,
Oh man,
Doctor.
I might end up leaking that just because I don't have that much range damage.
There's no controlling the
I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Because these things don't hit air, which I was always surprised by.
No flight from heaven's bolts. 5 thunders.
And this technically doesn't hit air either, but I think it summons the lightning bolts, which do, and I'm desperate enough that I'm trying to rely on that.
Quick, ye ghouls. The thunder roars
I
and
can't just
heaven
delete
shakes.
that, unfortunately. Okay, I might leak 2 of these.
A fine, with twine blade shall evil be excised. With righteous Felgus
Let animosity be gone at the blow.
Let's see if I can get one of these. Okay, okay, go Muesli. Let's go.
I'll join in the performance at the right.
Get her skill back. Let's go.
I've intercepted some. This isn't the way out, but a trap I set for you.
Now's not the time for hellos.
Tremble villains. Quick, tremble villains. Quick, ye ghouls. The thunder roars and heaven shakes.
Get that
It's
skill
not my wish to
back.
take flies. Want a candy? Let animosity
And never mind.
be gone at the blow.
No leaks. Oh my god, yeah, Trigodia doing that is so
How
funny.
difficult the battle gets, I will always.
Man, he is unbelievably busted in a way that I don't usually really mess around that much with, but it is so fun. He is like legitimately yeah, he's such a funny unit. Ooh. I haven't seen that one yet. What would I do with that? Speaking of Trigodia, I'm going to hang on to this for now, however, and get up and do stuff there. Okay. Is that the play here? Yeah, I think Radiant Ranged is probably the play. For now, anyway. Yeah, he is like the king of just completely
By
ignoring mechanics.
by
It's
decree.
wild.
Practice without
When were the seeds of this tragedy planted?
Easy peasy. Want a candy? Now's not the time for hellos.
Spring breeze, timely
I
length.
keep forgetting about
Now we
Joel.
fill
I
the
really
brain.
need to upgrade him so I can actually finish this mission.
When chaos abounds, tugging a single thread can pull the entire net.
I'm actually going to save my last deployment limit. I have that relic that lets me get extra SP for placing units, and that I think is useful enough to be able to like spam skills. That I'm going to kind of wait on that. In fact, I
From
might
here
actually.
on, your words are my command.
It's not my
Yes.
wish to take flights.
Doctor, enjoy a little solar sojourn to the information silo.
I'm here. Tremble, villains! Quick, ye ghouls! The thunder roars and heaven shakes!
So one baseline, that's right.
This staff is bound
Everyone's
to my
more.
thoughts.
I'll warm up my fingers
Yeah.
first.
I know Lisa doesn't have her trait charged, but that's
There is no
okay.
light from heaven's bolts!
Doctor, sorry. This isn't the way out.
Radiant is so strong. It is bizarre.
A place where lives are taken.
On move. They're just waiting for Leitza to finish her skill. That's so funny.
Want a candy?
I'm here.
And out of range.
Mine and Teresa's.
Sorry. This isn't the way out. But a trap.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there we go.
for you.
Job's done. Be sure to rest up now.
Okay. I don't trust. This would be really nice in the last floor. I don't trust not rolling it before then. So I'm going to just do that. I'm about to hit that node, so I'm okay. Oh man, it's not again. Let's see, maybe it'll go a little bit better this time, who knows. I am actually gonna do, I'm gonna try Lights S2 this time for the range, because I feel like her S1 wasn't doing all that much. We shall see how this goes. Yeah, I think that's actually where my Tragodia is. I haven't even bothered to max out his mod either, because like,
Do not hesitate.
there's, it really doesn't feel like you need to. Like, he's just so cracked. I think for breakpoints on some of his nervous impairment application, I think there are technically reasons to do
Without
it.
Principle is the height of folly.
Nice to see that these don't block her
I'm
range. I think there are reasons to
Relax. They're constantly paralyzed. and
get him
wrong
perhaps
about
extra
her.
levels or the rest of his mod, but
Let animosity be
I don't know. Not enough of a reason for me anyway. Not yet. I'm sure there may eventually be a time where I hit some sort of content where I'm like, man, I really need Tragodia to be a little bit stronger, but for now I'm like, I don't care. His S3 is actually is super interesting. His S2 is just so funny and so broadly applicable that like it feels like it's what I use most of the time. Earlier I mentioned the IS run that I had like 4 SP per second on all my units. That one I did use his S3 a bunch because it was just always available at that rate of SP generation.
Want a candy?
Ooh, I need to not leak these things. And if it was just always available, there was basically like they couldn't break out of his cages before he had his skill ready again. Yeah, I admittedly Logos is a character I really like. I haven't actually built him because like I did not feel super like I needed another super strong arts damage option. I probably will eventually because he is a cool character and also like for no other reason than his base skill, but yeah, Tragodia is definitely a kind of a well, now I don't have to worry about it so much kind of operator. He is not
I've intercepted.
I have seen some very inspired gameplay with Tragodia. But I always find that it's just like a well, now I don't have to think about it. That's nice. Kind of experiments. And most of the time, I kind of prefer to think about the game I'm playing. Like I'm playing it, I don't want to.
I'm here.
If I wanted to watch it, I don't know, watch someone else play it or something.
On the road and
Where's
heaven
Radiant? Where's my mouse? Okay.
Which
Which is fun, but I don't know. I just try not to think about the possibility of them balancing the game around him now. Oh no.
This staff is bound to my
This is not
butt.
good. Oh, shoot.
I join in the performance at the right section. Tremble, villains! Quick, get through.
Oh, that was rough. Okay.
The trap
Uh,
I'll set for you.
I was paying more attention to chat.
Know for the enemy
But-
signals in range.
Man, yeah, I love a 6-star burn ritualist. I think my favorite thing about
Right, Doctor.
not gonna lie,
Give me a high five.
maybe I take Naran. She's fun. I think my favorite thing about Tragodia is the fact that he's not limited. Like we finally have an elemental enabler that's not a limited unit, or a 6-star elemental enabler that's not a unit, a limited unit. I was going to take Silence. No joke. I was going into this with the intent of getting Silence alt, and they give me her for free. Let's go. Anyway, I've been using Silence alt a lot lately, and I do find her really, really fun. What do I take here? Now, the thing is, I don't know if I have the squad space to take... to actually bring someone here. Sure. I said I was gonna bring my dumb ages ago and I didn't do it, so... I still haven't done his mod or masteries, and I really should get around to that, but... eventually. I will get to that eventually. I've been struggling enough with the hit count mechanics that I'm absolutely bringing Ascalon. I mean, I think Radiant is always just going to be better because of all the extra stuff that she gets in IS6. But Ling's fine. I think she definitely benefits. I think, honestly, actually, one of the most underrated parts about Radiant is this. Like, obviously she gets a ton of stuff to make her work really well in IS, but this specifically, I was kind of covered up by my PNG tuber joke. Her summons getting stats based off her stats means that we finally have a summoner that can actually scale with, whose summons can actually scale with IS relics. Because that's the thing with like Ling, is that when the stats get higher and higher, her summons just stay the same. And there are some things that can affect that, but nothing like this. Nothing that directly ramps them up. And this I really like, because even though Radian doesn't get all of that extra stuff in other IS modes, it's nice that she'll still have like some sort of scaling for her summons as you bring her to other places.
Go right ahead at any moment. I'll be there.
Support role aside, you can delegate some.
This is supposed to be all about Jola, and I'm not even bringing him.
Stay sharp.
Oh, I really need to upgrade him.
Give me your 110%.
Okay, which combats we going? Where are we going here? I wish I had. I still don't feel like I know how to deal with this stage very well, so I'm going to avoid that for a little bit longer. I don't know anything about this stage, but it looks very funny, so I'm going to give it a try. Surely Radian will carry. Yeah, I'm not getting guard drops. I don't know what's up. Okay, maybe it was a bit greedy of me to go for Leitza initially.
Reap not.
Oh my gosh, they're all the reflection. Oh, that's so funny. That's hilarious. Okay, well, I guess I'm getting sources of healing out. Oh man.
There's lightning flash. Thunderous swords shall clash.
Verify to all elite units.
Oh man, that asshole.
Fine. Don't worry.
Well, joke's on you. Radiant's summons don't cost shit.
I'm here. 5 thunders. Smite the
Well,
wicked.
joke's on me. I put it in the wrong fucking spot, turns out. This is gonna leak.
I wasn't branch and bone bear weeds, mounds and ruins bloom fields.
Well, okay, that was funny. That was very funny.
I told you to
Yeah,
be careful.
it'd be really cool if someone's had a way of scaling their summons up in a similar way to Radian, but I would personally love to see that, but I might as well do it once. I didn't need the ingots, but sure. Oh, this is an interesting one, so I'm gonna normal and blank, nothing to it. Let's try that one out. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, I'm getting kind of desperate for the guard drops because I may have to completely redo this if I don't get them in
Recognize the
time.
significance of the fight and not indulge its outbreak.
This is what's. Come on.
Warn him, just hit him. Don't give them a chance to react.
Okay, well, we'll figure that out.
Relax. Their comps will be paralyzed as long as I'm here.
And those, okay, well.
Okay, serious face.
Oh no. Well, I'm about to explode.
Understood.
Hiya. a candy? Let animosity be gone with the blow.
Okay, that's right. This is D0, so that's not too bad.
I've intercepted some fascinating intel, Doctor.
There's lightning flash. Thunder sword shall clash.
I'm ready. This is an excellent opportunity.
I got this. Focus elsewhere.
I'm here. Five thunders. Smite the wicked. Ho!
Want a candy? Now's not the time for hellos.
Doctor, sadly, there's
Just as planned.
I guess now I just wait.
I'm ready. This is an excellent opportunity.
No one can see me.
Anyway, how's Chad doing? Hey, congrats on Animal Pit Dragon Star. Congrats on beating Div 2. E2 Radian, let's go. Welcome to the club. Yeah, May and Cruisalt. I mean, Cruisalt is just always goated.
Samples in this area. We've taken these before.
Guard. Vanguard, come on. I'm already like, I don't really need another Vanguard, so I'll take Surfer. She's fun. I guess I give this one another go. We'll see. See how it goes. Hopefully people don't just explode to a Vanguard. And this stage has a van in it. Surely that is no coincidence.
ready.
I think Leitza might just explode to the
Practice without principle.
Spring
These-
breeze, timely rain.
fucks.
Now we
but-
set verify to all allied units in position. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Easy peasy.
I wasn't supposed to act. I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Hiya.
Oh, man, I mistimed it. I tried to cheese it.
Convey a little solar surgeon to the information silo.
Let animosity be gone with the blow.
I'm here. With twine blade shall evil be excised. With righteous further
Okay,
strike
okay.
shall demons die.
It's going. It's going.
No one can see me.
Ascalon may just explode here. We'll see.
A fine decision.
The really funny thing is that I don't even really need to be going for coins or anything. Like, I don't really have a need for that at the moment. And yet here I am, like, completely building a strat around it.
No one, you stepped into my domain.
I'm gonna retreat that. Okay. Okay, it worked.
Limit the enemy's choices, forcing them into unwitting traps.
Yeah, I mean,
A familiar your style.
There are other options for the hit count mechanics, but it's really dependent on your
Anything.
roster. And Ethan and Tin Man are definitely the most like accessible for
Sooner
most
or later,
players.
you'll have to face yourself.
So
think carefully.
I as someone who built Ethan for reclamation algorithm,
Mistakes.
like I'm kind of specialist. Come on. Like I'll take E2 Ascalon, but man, I really would like to have. Okay, well, guess I'm giving this one a try. Surely this one gives me a freaking guard.
The way seems kind of rough. Careful.
Yeah. I really like that this version of IS makes 5 stars a bunch cheaper. It's
Practice without
okay.
principle is a height of folly. I'm here. Tremble, villains.
Okay. No, the lightning bolts doesn't hit. I thought it did. I guess I'm wrong.
Verify to all allied units in position.
Oh shoot! I have the wrong skill.
Don't worry.
I concur.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't matter in the end. Okay. Okay. Worried a little too much.
The samples in this area. We've taken these.
Oh my
before.
gosh, yeah, Trigodia and phone cooking. You should bring that should be a new niche. The phone cook niche where you bring like Trigodia, you bring like Read Alt S3, you bring you go straight to reclamation algorithm. Caster? Really? Come on. I mean, I will say Ethan is a very good unit. I agree that I'm also like I don't really care about him too much as like an op, but he is worth having and using. I might even skip. So now I'm just like thinking like how can I maximize the vouchers I encounter? I think I'm gonna skip Wander into Wonderland. I think I'm gonna go this way, and hopefully the trader will have that shit for me. Because if not, I legitimately don't like. Is there even a reason to finish this? Because I need him at E2 for this. Okay. Do I want block count or do I want range? Honestly, I think I want range.
Here's the battle plan. If you've got any questions, figure them out yourself.
Practice without principle.
Engaging. Go.
Let's see.
Verify to all allied units in position. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
It will be useful to have
This is tricky.
ranged bait.
Gonna cost you more. How about double the pay?
Get rid of that.
Roar. A word I've not heard.
Tremble, villains. Quick, you ghouls. Thunder
Okay,
roars.
I was over prepared for that.
5 intel gender signals while the rest of you move.
No one can see me.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Now you want to surrender?
This always happens with monthly squads. I'm always like prepared because I'm used to playing on higher difficulties, and then I get there and I'm like, okay, this is what my strat is going to be. I'm going to be doing this, that, and then they just like fold immediately. And I'm like, oh, whoops. Laptop events. Oh yeah, Caster can give you a guard though. Amiya, you're so right. You're so right. Man, why look at me being not grateful enough for the vouchers that I'm getting. Surely it's my fault that I'm not anyway. Oh, those are the burn damage casters, yeah. Okay. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the guard voucher.
My hands.
This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it.
It's totally normal, and proof I gave it 100%. Hey.
No way.
It's normal, all right?
I'm actually not going to take that, I think, right now. Sure, I'm going to bring Spectre. She's fun. Okay, now this... Oh, actually, I don't think I know this stage. Surely this will be the one. Oh, apparently I have done it. Oh, it's the stove stage. Okay. Well, wish me luck, I guess. The plus, see, the thing is, I'm not sure. I think with ending one, I'm probably going to end up needing to redeploy a bunch of times. And I don't want to have to, like, if I'm going to be redeploying a ton of times, I'm going to end up needing more like DP regeneration to be able to continue redeploying units. But we shall see. I don't have, oh man, I was going to put Amiya there. I forgot that I don't have her at the moment. No, I'm gonna do. Sure. It's going so slow.
I'm here.
It's so funny.
What a mess. But the view's perfect.
I really like the way that her summons link up. I think it's a really fun mechanic. Makes her S3 really... It feels even though she's like super strong, it still makes me like think about placements and stuff in a fun way that I appreciate. Yeah, the 50% max HP one is really cool, except yeah, like the unblockable stuff. And I'm like, I really like the -65 redeploy one. That one is genuinely very good, I think.
Doctor, sadly, there's no controlling the battlefield with brute force alone.
Okay, why am I not on 2x? I might just be able to spawn camp the rest of the stage because Raidian is kind of the GOAT.
Concur.
Oh man. This was supposed to be just like a nice, easy, fun, quick thing, and instead I'm just getting the worst RPG imaginable. Joke's on you, I have more summons to deploy. Yeah, the... Oh, shoot. I wasn't paying attention for a moment there. Raidian, I need to put in some work here.
I've inked our gender signals while the rest of you move. A fine blade shall evil be
Not realized something
excised.
up high.
With righteous Felga strike shall demons die.
It's not my wish to take lives.
Doctor, our gender signals while the rest of you
Okay.
move.
Yeah, the free and shorter redeploy time. The first time I realized that the redeploy time affected Tragodia's cat.
It's totally normal.
Yes!
I gave
Oh,
you
thank
consent.
goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
Hey, I said it's normal.
We're finally cooking. Okay, okay. Huh. The run's still alive. I'm actually maybe gonna take that because I've already tossed it a couple times. Now I just have to remember to use the damn skill enough times to actually
To the right
qualify.
men, give the right jobs. Enlist the talent and forsake the snobs. I, Zuo shall do my very best.
He is Wallo shall do his very best. I should finally build Swallow. He's a really funny unit. And he's just like a really funny character too, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Man, I wish I had something to do with these coins. Actually, let's go to maybe one of the leisure tiles. I'll do that first though. Sure. Ooh. I would have had it here. I would have had it here. I'm actually gonna, you know what, I'm gonna actually upgrade baseline because I want to tank the arts damage on the final fight. Am I biased? Is it, yes. Is it optimal? Probably not, but my boy, it's my boy. Oh, yay. Oh. That's, you know, actually, I don't have anyone super expensive to deploy, so it probably doesn't matter that much. Might as well take it. Because it's funny. I don't think it's a very practical thing, but it's funny at least, so there's that. Let's use ingots however I can. Wait, can I go back to this? I can. Huge. Honestly, I'm just kind of trying to move quick so I can actually finish this run. Okay, well, I have enough HP at this point that I should be able to do pretty good. Let's see, who am I replacing though? Not Shu, but I really would like another squad size slot, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Let's upgrade the daughter. I don't think I'll be bringing her, unfortunately, but okay. Let's see. Can baseline tank this shit? Let's find out.
I'll follow your baton for the time being.
I'm sure there's also more things that I could have done to be ready for this, but it is what it is. I want to get some. I want to get a roll. Okay. Sure. That's good enough. Okay. Will I throw? Let's find out. Surely not. Yeah, IS with no squad size and with no deploy squad size, no deploy limit increase.
I decree.
Both real brutal. Okay, I need to start using his damn skill.
Grass will go overlooked.
4,800 attack.
From here on, oh no further. This road is closed.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
From here on, oh no further. This road is
Nice, I can
closed.
just keep using it to make sure that I actually
This
finish it
I'll warm up my fingers first.
up.
This is
Casual 44 res on baseline, by the way, in addition to 15% reduced damage,
if you're really
and
capable
will
of
have
doing this, then let me
silent
handle it.
salts.
The all balance held by the orders of Yan. All
on,
beasts
get into
hunted by the sons of man. The situation tiny may a candle be. It shall drive out the darkest night.
Uh-oh. Well, here's the first test.
Understood.
I wasn't the clear skies for teaming.
I hope nobody is hurt.
Ooh, okay.
Miss lightning flash. Thunderous sword shall clash. A fine blade shall evil be excised.
This is very good.
What
What a good unit.
A fine decision.
Anyway, I need to not finish the stage too quickly because I do still need to get more Joella skill activations.
Am I the only tuber in your band?
Not even a stirring of grass will go overlooked. From here on, oh no further. This road is closed.
Casual 5,000. Holy crap! I just looked at baseline stats. Okay, yeah. Baseline, very funny.
The situation is complicated. I shall improvise. The situation is complicated. I shall all balance held by the orders of Yan. All beasts hunted by the sons of man.
Just as planned.
The situation, oh no further. This road is closed. The situation, oh no further. This road is closed.
Go, Silent Salt. Be the boss killer. Let's
I
go.
wasn't supposed to act, but
Miss lightning flash.
Oh no further. This road is
Uh-oh.
closed.
I placed Leitza at the very much the wrong time.
I'm here. Tremble, villains. Quick, your door.
Yeah, that did not
Thunder
go.
roar.
Oh no further. This road is closed.
I hope I have gotten the 10 activations I need.
All beasts hunted by the sons of man. From here on, oh no further. This road is closed.
The funny thing is he's not getting any
Here on,
barrier because he's not getting hits. Because he's just killing everything the instant he activates that skill.
it shall drive up.
I hope nobody is hurt. I'm ready.
who will you choose?
Oh man, he's about to get eaten.
I got this. Focus elsewhere.
This is not great.
From here on, oh no further. This road is closed.
Okay, well,
They only remember.
hopefully that was enough
my
activations.
domain.
Practice without principle is a high.
Clear skies for teaming.
Okay.
Rain clouds for police.
They only remember my blade.
Okay, we're down to just him being
When
left.
chaos abounds,
Just need him to move around.
can pull the entire net.
Yeah, no, I'm aware that you can do that. I just think I'm just trying to see how little damage the explosions are doing to
Opening with a tuba.
my boy
Opening
baseline.
with a tuba. A rare arrangement.
Let's see.
The situation is all balance held by the orders of Yan. All beasts hunted by the sons of men. From here on, oh no further.
And that's it. Well, I'm gonna be calling it now. I've gone like a full hour longer than I expected to, so I should probably get to the other stuff I have going on today. But thanks everyone for hanging out. It's been really nice getting to hear other people's opinions on this mode and stuff. I feel like it's nice to not just be in my own bubble and my own opinions, but to get to hear other people's perspectives on it. I really hope I got the required number of activations for him, but we will see. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. This is a lot more viewers than I've gotten. Yes, I did. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. This is a lot more viewers than I've gotten on previous streams, so thanks for that. That's really huge and really cool to see. I know I have a lot more subscribers now than I did then, but like, I don't know. I just here doing my goofy little videos with my silly thumbnails and stuff, and it is continually so wonderful. It really means a lot that people seem to really like engage with the stuff that I've been making and stuff. So really nice to get to hang out with y'all. I'm going to try to get better at being more active with chat and stuff like that while also playing the game. I'm still... I have not streamed in quite a while, and when I was, it was for like less than half of the viewers, so this is a little bit new to me. But I'm going to keep doing this. It's been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate hanging out, so expect more streams coming soon. They'll probably be mostly on weekends. Probably similar times, though maybe some Saturdays, some Sundays, but we'll see. I might try some other times sometime, see what works, see when works for other people, see when works for me and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we're gonna finish off with getting the last Radian potential actually, which is kind of exciting. A little disappointed I didn't get any Radian experience for having done that, but it is what it is.
Doctor.
But yeah, thanks again everyone for tuning in, for hanging out, and Max Power Radian. Let's go! Anyway, I shall see you all next time. Thanks again for hanging out. Bye. Or I guess as I sign off my videos, auf Wiedersehen.